We love eloquence for its own sake, and not for any truth which it may utter, or any heroism it may inspire.
Like 100 years, trucks have been basically the same. We want to try something different. So I present to you the Cybertruck.
As Elon Musk presents his Cybertruck, he uses very persuasive elements in order to capture the audience's attention, such as lasers, smoke, fire, and loud music. And you can see that the audience responds really well, as you can hear the screaming and cheering as they see the new Cybertruck's reveal. And also, obviously, the truck's design is unlike anything you've probably ever seen on the highway. So this also adds to the aspect of him trying to really elaborately grab the audience's attention and make his truck seem that it's the best truck that these people have ever seen in their whole lives, and that everything about this truck will be true. He claims that the Cybertruck's windows are made from a metal-like glass and that they're bulletproof. And from the way he displays the truck on its entrance, the audience has no doubt in their mind that the truck will live up to his expectation.
Sure?
But as we see with the first attempt, the small metal ball destroys the glass immediately among impact, much to the shock of the audience, and especially Elon Musk. Because of all the hype and elaborate efforts made for the reveal of the Cybertruck, people didn't even think for a second that this truck could be anything less than perfection. The audience didn't come to this event for Elon Musk to come and read facts about his invention. They wanted to see in person and capture what the public has been raving about, not considering whether or not the truck actually lived up to what it was claimed to be true about it. They came because they wanted to see a cool car that is something unlike they had ever seen before. I will admit, there are many features about the Cybertruck that are very useful and extraordinary, but at the end of the day, people got hooked on its look and didn't even consider that maybe a few things Elon Musk said about his invention aren't 100% true.
We're facing criticism for the spread of false stories about one of the most outspoken Stoneman Douglas students. Here's Manuel Bajorquez.
In this news story, a young man's reputation is almost ruined after online sources make him out to be a fake and even a paid actor when videos of him surface documenting a school shooting at his high school, Stoneman Douglas High. People became so attached into thinking this way because it spices things up. Thinking someone was planted as an actor in a school shooting gives people more things to talk about. And I can see why some people would want to back up this fake story. It does draw attention away from the actual school shooting. But there's no reason to destroy someone's life by making up things that they didn't even do. People backed up this fake belief because it is kind of fun to think about something very out of the ordinary. They didn't look into it or research this boy. They jumped to conclusions because it was a top news story and a very popular over the internet. They never asked themselves if it was true or not. They backed it up because of its attention. In this news story, the reporter brings up various fake articles written about people who hold office in the government. Again, people agree with many of these controversies because it is fascinating to think about people who hold such a high power get in trouble, and that also makes them very popular. But again, people fail to realize that they are indeed fake and hold no truth to them, and they are simply there to start controversy. One example the reporter brings up is the debate with Donald Trump in the polls. I have to say, our president does say some disrespectful things at times, which is what makes him so popular to bash. But sometimes, not everything people say is entirely true. On this particular poll, reporters claim he didn't win a few important states that stats indicate he did win. This goes to show, again, just how quickly people will hop on the bandwagon just because it is more popular and believe the first source they see without doing individual research.
Isn't new, right? I mean, this has been going on throughout the history of this country, whether it was newspapers printing fake stories in the early 1900s, whether it was emails that would go around when emails started to become big in the early 2000s, and people would get emails with hoaxes and fake information to try to sway people. I think what the issue is now is that Facebook and Google, people trust these places to get the news, and these fake stories are bubbling up in larger numbers in those places and being shared, for instance, on Facebook, a lot more than they have in the past. And so the question is, it's not that the fake news exists and how is it affecting voters, but how do these new outlets control this flow of information that's not truthful? That's the big question.
Eloquence is persuasion in nature, and to love something because of what it is, not for its purpose. Most people will still buy the Tesla based on how cool it looks, not because of its fuel efficiency or more trunk space. Some people will still believe the young man was an actor in the school shooting incident, because it's fun to ponder around with, not because it really happened. And people will still continue to back up lies about government officials because it's easy and the popular thing to do, not because it holds any truth to it. There are many things that are appreciated because of their deeper meaning and the wise words that they use. But this day and age, I think eloquence tops that because we consider things more precious or valuable based on their surface level. We fail to search beneath that and appreciate things on a more meaningful level.